What you're seeing right now did not happen. This also didn't happen. I'm here with Van Jones. Hi, Van.
Hello.
How you doing? I want to talk to you about this new reality that we're dealing with, which is the reality of fake news, AI, and how it's affecting news media.
Well, I mean, we now have this world where when you see something on social media, you have to ask yourself the question, is this real? Is a human being talking to another human being? It's a historical figure. It's a celebrity. Maybe it didn't happen at all. So now I think the only shared reality that we can have is that we don't have a shared reality. I think that's why we have to take a lot more seriously this information war. There's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week battle for the mind, the global mind.
Yeah.
The people who want to divide, who want to distract, who want to turn people against each other have super weapons to do so now.
Right.
Because, somebody looks at their phone, they assume that what they're seeing is real.
How are you seeing this manifesting in the war in Gaza, the lack of coverage and outrage about what's happening in Iran and Yemen?
The idea that you have whole sections of people who live in an algorithmic reality where nothing happened in Iran. It's insane. 40,000 people were murdered in Iran, and you have people coming out disputing the numbers. The same people, by the way, who never disputed a single number from Hamas.
Hamas, right. No, Hamas is 100% right, but the resistance of Iran, the Iranian people, that you can't trust them.
By the way, I don't have enough information to talk about what's happening in Iran, so I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah.
Well, how about you apply that to a few other topics?
A few other conflicts in the world.
Exactly, one or two.
TikTok put out the numbers of posts from October 7th till now, and it's staggering to see the ratio. It's 109 billion to 7 billion. Anti-Israel and pro-Israels.
It creates a really big problem because that means you have about 1 billion young people on planet Earth who the only thing they now know about Israel is Gaza. That's all they know.
Right.
Can't blame young people who just showed up in the world if the one device they look at all day long is 100 billion to 7 billion in one direction. It's going to have an impact.
Obviously, this is a problem that the Jewish people care about tremendously.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the Jewish people or the state of Israel. I think that we have entered a world in which legacy media and legacy organizations don't hold the same kind of gravitas that they did before.
Right.
And this is going to destabilize democracies as we know it.
Yeah.
Because if a person has the right to vote and they vote based on what they believe, if their mind has been hijacked by an algorithm, an agent, who's to say that they're going to make the right decision for the greater good of humanity or Western values?
The mainstream is now the fringe.
Right.
And the fringe is now the mainstream, just based on the numbers. It's the people who are on Twitch and TikTok and all these other platforms that are getting literally millions and millions of views. And if you care about facts, you're disadvantaged. If you just make up stuff,
you're fine.
Make up the visuals, make up the audio, make up the video, and then dump it out before somebody who cares about the facts has even done any research.
Yeah.
And so we have to have a different strategy now. And by the way, even though the fringe media is terrible, you have legacy media that's also terrible and falling for nonsense.
Right.
For instance, the picture that broke everybody's heart of the so-called starving baby turned out to not be a starving child. They cut out the full image that showed the sibling perfectly fine. That child had a genetic issue. It was not being starved by Israel.
Right.
So when you have the mainstream media that is falling for propaganda or promoting propaganda and won't apologize, and then you have this fringe media that's massively bigger, it requires a different approach to the information war.
I think that when we live in an economy in which there's a competition for likes and shares and anger and engagement, the dopamine hit and the excitement, and it's almost like an addiction, like a physical addiction that we have in humanity. If we're not careful, this can tear us apart entirely.
Do not share, do not follow, do not feed these algorithms that are based on hatred and disinformation.
What we're dealing with here is bigger than the Jewish people or the state of Israel. This is literally about democracies as we know them. We have to make sure that we verify everything that we see online and don't get hooked into this dopamine addiction that is going to damage us all. Thank you so much, Van.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.